What is good, guys? My name is Tatsumi and welcome back again for another Grand Summoners video. And today we've got some serious heat coming out here in Grand Summoners. Hajime Saito and Makoto Shishio from the Rurouni Kenshin collab are finally dropping after the maintenance. And I gotta be real with you guys, I am torn right now. This unit looks insane. But with the Ascended Saitama looming around from the corner, do we go all in now or wait for the announcement of his kits or abilities? So let's break this down fast. Unit overviews, pros and cons, and the real question, should you summon? Should you save? So let's find out. So let's start with Hajime Saito, a dark attribute attacker that builds for burst damage and first wave dominance. So the highlights of this unit is actually doubles the damage and break power on the super arch at the start of each wave, and on top of that the plus 60 arch gauge that can generate from using a skill from the start of each wave, and the 100% accuracy that he builds up by using his super arts is really crazy. And his super ultimate or super art increases enemies damage taken by 75% or even more, 150% if he is not affected with status ailments. And yeah, a great equipment slot for crit boosting and damage as well. So the Saito's pros and cons are excellent for wave clears and quick breaks. And the other thing is that massive burst damage and smooth art rotations, and also scales even more with crit builds or crit team. And the side cons is need a support to reach his full potentials. Like this unit doesn't have critical in his kit, so you might need a unit that provides a critical hit like Kenshin so that you will reach his full potential. And the other cons of the unit is that doesn't scale well in long fights. So this unit is actually made for nukes, and yeah, I think that is the cons of the unit. So let's talk about the next one. We've got Makoto Shishio, a fire unit powerhouse with a team support and wild scaling. So yeah, the true art boost enemy damage taken around 150% is really strong, and the super art also increases all fire units damage by 200%, and also it increases all allies arch gauge regeneration around 5 per second if he is the leader, and if it's not, it only increases 3, and his damage increased by up to 300% the lower his HP is. And when below 50% HP, his burn status boosts damage by another 150%. And the good thing about the unit is that he has this mechanic that he can burn himself in order for him to boost his damage potential. So the pros of the unit is that it was an insane fire team synergy. The damage multiplier, it scales up to 7.5 multiplier, and the arch gauge battery for fire units, high risk high reward playstyle with a massive potentials by sacrificing his HP, and boost team survivability against status based enemies. And yeah, so the cons of the unit is that it needs a careful HP management to stay alive at low health. So you will need a lot of investment of the unit, not just for a additional sub attacker. So you will need Shizu in order for him to boost his damage, and also a better way to put a burn status to the enemy. And also you will need a tank as well. And yeah, I think that is the cons of the units. Alright, so they're powerful, no denying that, but should you summon? And for me, if you are missing a strong dark or a fire DPS unit, these are amazing pickups. They are limited collaboration units, so this might be your only shot. Especially we don't know if these units are getting their rerun. And both are easy to play and they have their own playstyle and are great with basic support. But neither the unit are good or bad, and that's starting to matter more even every update. So if you are free to play or saving, this might not be the smartest long-term investment. Plus, we've got Ascended Saitama coming soon, and these guys might be power creep. So Saitama's dilemma, I gotta say, Ascended Saitama could break the game. As we all know, when the Awoken era of the game, Saitama dominates the entire game. He has the nuke's ability to one-shot every boss that we've known. And if you watch a video from YouTube, there is a lot of nukes that Saitama did, so you gotta watch them all. So likely going to have an absurd damage, maybe a true critical damage scaling unit, or maybe some kind of one shot ultimate again, since he has this one punch in his super art. So yeah, let's wait with his kit first before we gonna summon. But that is just for me, and I am really torn. So do I go all in with the nostalgia and grab Saito or Shishio now, or do I wait to see Saitama's become the masterful meta god? And that's the real question. So here's my final thoughts about the unit. So if you're a Rurouni Kenshin fan or you need a big fire or dark DPS, go for it. You won't regret it. They are really fun and strong unit, to be honest. But if you are low in crystals or thinking a bigger picture, it might be smarter to hold off and wait for the Ascended Saitama's full kit rebuild. So for me, I'm still thinking about it and sweating every time I look at that banner, to be honest. And let me know in the comments, are you summoning or saving for these units? So yeah, and if this helped, hit that like button, sub to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one later.